Hi Chris, talking tonight after securing a 2-1 victory away at Quorn. I think we've said before that you have to fight for every point in this league, and there's no 3 points given. So battling performance.
Yeah, I would say so. I think a well-deserved battling performance. I think they've obviously come into the league. They had an outstanding season last year and they've continued it. So a little bit like Brentwood, they're in the habit of winning games, and you can see why. We had to defend solidly. We had to get our distances right, and the moments we didn't, they were in, and perhaps a little bit of wasteful finishing on a couple of occasions, and they might have had a little bit more. But I felt that we wasn't sure what they were going to play. We anticipated it would be a 4-2-3-1, but we weren't sure. So we had to sit in a little bit of a block just to give us 5 minutes to work out what they were doing. And then I felt that the pace of the surface, and it was quite bobbly and sticky, felt it allowed us to then go and press high. I thought we won the ball back in some really good moments. It became a little bit like a game of basketball for about 20 minutes with both teams like trying to score. And
yeah, a lot of really quick transitions from both sides at times.
And I just felt, we spoke about it at half time, we won down. There was no reason to really panic about it. I felt that it was probably a 0-0 half, and we'd had our moments, and we've had 2 or 3 really good times where it's right in front of goal and we know we need to do better. So there was no reason to panic, but felt that we had to be better in possession in their half, and we had to mark better from the second phases of set plays. And I think credit to the boys, for their outstanding second half, and they've got their rewards. And we spoke about going in behind, and I think for 45 minutes we played all our football in front of them.
Yeah.
And you see when we stretch the game that it creates opportunity, and 2 great balls into the box and 2 really good finishes has got us what I think is a deserved and a long overdue 3 points.
Yeah, I think you said there sort of like, maybe a couple of times wasteful in front of goal. And I think the real issue then is if you're not creating those opportunities to be wasteful.
Yeah.
But we are.
No, I think you have to respect the side that have started how they've come, and you know that you mentally have to prepare for that. And they've got some really nice patterns. I think that we maybe got to grips with it in the end, and when they made a few changes, I felt that maybe they got in between the lines of our back 4 a little bit too easy at times. But the second phase of that was dealt with really comfortably. So we asked for a reaction out of the boys. I think I know there's been some weird results today, but you might look at this and think, I've had a few that I've spoken to in the week, and it's like tough start. And I think we say it in probably every interview, we'll stop saying it at some point. But if you've been at the games, you know we don't deserve to be where we are. So it's a bit of a false commodity in that sense. And I don't think it's an embarrassing result for Quorn by any stretch. I think that's 4 games now where we've only conceded 2. One's been a dodgy pen and one's been a corner. So
yeah,
we're defending excellently.
Yeah, and I think the travelling supporters have picked Brights out as their man of the match, but they said he edged it. I think that was a team battling performance today. It must have been hard for him to pick him.
Yeah.
But nothing against your performance, Brights, but just that everyone sort of stepped up today, really.
I felt so. I felt maybe a couple found it difficult with the football, but there was still an honesty to their work rate without it. I thought that 2 boys in the centre park, I thought Jack and Bex sort of dominated proceedings a little bit with their physicality, and one was doing it higher up the pitch than the other. I thought Jordan Brights were both really solid, and we just felt that maybe the lad wide right was having a good day, and I think Brights is an excellent 1v1 defender, and I think people don't give him the credit he deserves at times from opposition, and I think he nullified that threat sort of straight away. And yeah, we turned it into positives. And what we'll say, and we've said it in the change room after, I thought the bench had a really good game last week. I think the bench have had an excellent game this week, and the lads know that they can't allow their performances to drop, because you've seen it there. I've taken Kian out, not necessarily because of performance. I just thought Muzz was a monster last week up there, and you can't fit everyone in, but he's 10 out of 10 today. And I think come off the bench and sort of poked it up me a little bit, and he there, and
Yep.
that's what you want. And if he gets back in next week, he knows he has to keep that high because somebody's going to want his shirt, and I think it's healthy competition.
Yeah, and it's positive reactions.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. And like I say, I think all of them come off and added contributions. For Thomas added a little bit of pace to stretch it, and Jesse and Anton secured it a little bit. So no, I think really proud of the boys that they haven't let their heads go down, and decisions. One's gone against us today that has been going against us, and it is what it is. Maybe we're coming out of that side of it, Neil. So yeah,
Let's hope so.
We've got a lovely game to look forward to next week now.
Yeah, and obviously no game on Tuesday due to issues at Sudbury, so just full on preparation for next Saturday.
Yeah, it gives us a chance to do some good work. Obviously, Kings Lynn are a good side, and I think it would be fair for me to say that regardless of it being at home, they'll come as favourites, and we'll have to work to counteract whatever they do, and maybe a little bit of luck needed on the side. But it's not an unsurmountable task to get into the fourth qualifier.
Yeah,
and if we can do that, it creates a real good buzz. So I think they'll bring a few. It'd be lovely if the town come out and support it.
Yeah, that's. I was just going to touch on that. I mean, that can help make the difference. I mean, I know we saw it in the past in the trophy run and things like that. You know, against Chester and Borehamwood, when we had those sort of numbers, it helps drive fat players on. Really,
it's that type of fixture, isn't it? They're going to bring a crowd. We've got an honest bunch of lads that are trying to represent the town. I thought if we can increase, you had the young lads there on Tuesday night with the drum and the shouting, and it makes like such a difference to the boys. And if we can do that, and I don't know whether we can test that highest crowd ever that we've got, I think that there's a good chance because they'll bring a few. So I'm really excited about next week. You can step away from the league, really excited. You can go into a game that's got no pressure on us, and
in a decent run of form.
It's a dream. Yeah. Well, that's what we've lost 2 in 10 now. So considering where we are in the league, it's not a terrible stat.
No. All right, nice one, Chris. Cheers, mate.